They're not just men. They're not just reporters. They're the anchormen.
I'm James Blunt.
And I'm John White.
And of course, the camera. Here they are, your hosts.
In our first news story, we move on to farmers in other areas and their recent discoveries. Our story today is about a Dutch man named Cornelius Vermeulen, a man who is set to accomplish an impossible task. What task might this be?
We'll find out after these first commercial breaks.
Having a tough time at the farm? Well, try the new seeder drill. It plants the seeds deep into the ground to make sure that you have a good harvest this year. And we're back. Cornelius Vermeulen, a Dutch engineer who was requested by the nation of England to reclaim land that has been lost to the surrounding North Sea, on the eastern coast of England, the areas of Cambridge.
How much land is England requested to be taken?
Well, John, the acreage is estimated to be in the thousands.
Wow, that sounds like quite the feat for just one man, James. How does Cornelius propose to do that?
Well, advanced dikes have recently been invented, which allow for the effective methods to drain land. You viewers at home may be asking yourself, where is the rhyme or reason for draining all this land?
Where is it?
Well, the answer is because of the rapid growth of population of England at this current time.
Population rate going this way it's going. There's a shortage of food to support the growing population.
I know. Thus, in turn, more arable land will be needed in order to grow crops for the increasing demand.
Thank you for agreeing to leave your farm for the day, Mr. Redford.
No problem. I left my wife in charge as is custom when I'm out on business.
Do you trust her with the business?
Well, hell yeah, certainly. She's got my oldest boy helping her too. I learned the trade from my father, and now he's learning it from me.
Sounds like you got your affairs in order.
Well, it's like that old saying goes, it pays to be organized.
What role do you play in the business?
I tell you, son, I am the head artisan. I'm involved in the shoe and the shoemaking process.
Do you think living in this area has affected your lifestyle?
Well, of course it has. Well, just think, if I lived in there Eastern Europe over there, I'd be some serf, farming my land for some godforsaken lord.
I hear your oldest daughter is about to get married. Congratulations.
Well, yeah, she's a little old at the age of 15, but she's going to a good husband who's got a good set of land for him to farm, so I'm not too worried.
Is she pregnant?
Well, yes, a few decades ago might have stirred some ruckus in these parts, but now illegitimate children are quite common with these fleeting romances these kids have nowadays.
I see. Any plans to wet nurse the child?
Well, the industry is certainly booming, I can tell you that. If you're poor, you don't have the time, and if you're wealthy, you got the money to pay someone to do it. I tell you, it's a hell of a business to be in.
Interview, wasn't it, James?
It was, John, it was. What a crazy family, right?
Oh, if you think that was crazy, why don't we just take a look at yours?
Oh, no, please, please,
Can
don't.
we get a picture up? Can someone?
Oh,
there they are.
No.
Oh, look at you in that. That was your wedding night, I heard.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. But we won't get into that right now.
Look at the time.
Yeah.
Well, seems like 7:30. We got a new show coming on called A Day in the Life of Aristocrats.
We'll be right back.
Top of the morning, George Sinclair here for A Day in the Life of an Aristocrat, your source for fine living in the 18th century. Today our show takes us to the estate of one Lord Rivers, a well-known but highly reclusive man. I'm going to try to get a word with him. Where do you get your fine attire from?
I have a tailor specially make them for me.
Ah, yes.
In my size and the color I would like.
Ah, yes. The clothes do make the man, am I right?
Yes, they do.
Now, what is that you're reading?
It is a book on all diseases found throughout the century.
Ah, very enlightening. I hear you're a member of that movement. Am I wrong, or?
No, you are right. I am a member.
Ah, yes. It is one of the most fascinating tasks I have ever been given to observe this master at his natural domain here in his palace. Now, Lord Rivers, I hear you're throwing around quite the sum of money in re-establishing your wealth and redoing this immaculate palace of yours. Mind throwing some money my way?
Well, I have spent thousands upon thousands of dollars redoing this house. Guards, please take him away.
Mr. Sinclair,
What did I do?
your time is up.
No, please. I have 3 kids. Are you still rolling? Just cut the footage. Cut the footage. He cut my bloody arm off. Oh my God! I have to get out of here.
Why are you still here? Why are you still here?
What do you mean? What? We remember George the reporter Sinclair. He'll always be in our minds and in our hearts.
Yes.
And with that last thought, we say to you,
Good night.
No melody would be complete without ye old piano of London, the piano that the enlightened one chooses.
The choice of legends.
call them shoes.
Yeah.
You put them on your
Oh,
feet.
wait. Oh.
Hello, I'm John White,
And I'm James Black.
and this is 18th Century News Worldwide. Women. Can't live with them, can't live without them. Also, tonight, I heard it's a solemn day.
It's a solemn day today, remembrance of George Sinclair. After that recent interview just yesterday, it was really tragic.
But today, we've got something to look forward to. We've got a new man on the team, Boris, the new guy Morris. I believe this next interview is with him. Let's watch.
Hello. I've just gotten a hold of a woman in the textile industry who just got fired. We want to know her thoughts.
Well, I'm like super angry that I lost my job to a machine. Women already have a very low range of jobs as is, and now I'm going to have to look for a new one.
So, this machine, it is now called the Spinning Jenny. What do you think about it?
Well, first of all, I want to pay this Hargreaves guy a visit for making it. And second of all, I want to know what's so great about this Jenny girl. Is she prettier than I? Can she cook better than me? Now I have friends that are becoming prostitutes.
I don't know why you didn't join them.
I'm sadly going to have to resort to working in the cottage industry.
What's your opinion on the Industrial Revolution?
Well, I thought it was going to be cool now because I could use the technology, but then my husband had to go all macho on me and use it better than I do.
What does this mean for the future of women in general?
Well, the future of women is looking pretty bleak because there's not going to be many jobs left for them, and now we're going to be thought of as working at home, which I really don't want.
Heard
Thank you
that
very much.
there was a small riot, actually, down at the local bread store.
Was there? Were we on the, did we get on that?
Did we get on? I believe we had a person at the
Hello. Oh. My family is here to buy a loaf of bread. He's a bit sick. We're not the richest of families.
This is just 15 pounds.
15 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
You think I can afford that? I'm just an artisan. They're just artisans.
There's nothing I can do about
It's a new port city, and you come here and charge me 15 pounds for that?
Yeah, it was just 10 pounds last week.
That's
Yeah.
the economy, man.
I don't even have pure water to drink.
Oh, but you have pure water, don't you?
There's nothing I can do about it. There's nothing you can do about it either.
Oh, really? Challenge accepted. How
What?
much? 7 pounds for our troubles.
And half of that.
And half of this. It's premium ottoman. Thank you. For the past couple of days, I've been doing some research on the age of the ghettos and a bunch of the Jews around Europe.
Yeah, a lot of those Jews are in a tough economical situation right now, actually.
Yeah, would you like to see some of my research?
Sure.
All
Let's
right,
go right to the scene.
let's go right to the... Oh, hello, didn't see you there. John White here with the Jewish population, the age of the ghetto. Are you prepared for this? No one is, because... This is an 18th century exclusive. Our story begins in Europe, where there are 150,000 Jews in the Habsburg Empire and 40,000 Jews in France. How many were there in Russia, you might ask? Well, they weren't allowed in after Catherine the Great issued a manifesto that allowed all other foreigners in, except the Jews. Let's watch.
I'm Noah Jacobsenberg, and can I enter Russia?
The answer was no.
So they weren't in Russia. Where were they? Well, they were in the ghettos. What were these ghettos like, you may ask? Let's go take a little peek. Wow, we're really poor Jews here in the ghetto.
All we have left is one banana peel.
Here's your dinner, Mr. Goldberg Sirson. Terrible cause we're not allowed in Russia anymore. Right? I heard your dad's a court Jew. Is that right?
Yeah,
He makes a lot of the major laws, doesn't he?
he does. He betrayed us.
Yeah. This really sucks.
Terrible conditions down there. Were those banana peels that they were eating?
It was banana peels, I'm sad to say.
It's terrible. Honestly, terrible.
Yeah, but, on that thought, we have to say, go outside, hug your neighbor, hug your family, be thankful for what you have. And with that last thought, us here at 18th Century Anchorman, we say to you, good night.
That's a wrap.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. I hate doing that accent, right? Right? It's getting annoying. Yeah, but on another note, why didn't we do a story on social traditions?
I have no idea.
Few people other than those involved in financing government, they consider change or innovation desirable for Europe. I find it pretty desirable. I mean, but I guess I'm just one of the few.
Regulating the dress of different classes?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I heard the medieval class is more rigid.
Yeah.
What about you, Boris?
Peasants called for a restoration of, older traditions because they didn't take well to the new things.
Wow.
Smart guy over here. Hey, Mr. Cameraman. Mr. Cam, listen, look at this. Woo! Yeah, look at her. Look at her. Look at the. Yeah, thank God. Now, nobles demanded the restoration of legal privileges that they believe were being swept away by growing monarchical bureaucracies. Those nobles, why do they demand things? They don't need to be demanding things. We're the guys that should be demanding things, giving you guys the news.
As far as industrial development in Britain, it was kind of, the economy was kind of predominantly based upon agriculture.
I'll make sure to tell your wife about that lady.
Oh God, no.
I confused my name.
And